This is how I learn the numbers fast whenever I start learning a new language. Numbers tend to be important because, well, you need to talk about dates, prices, times, things like that. And you can learn all of that in context eventually, but you can do it much faster and easier this way, and then it's going to be easier to use in context. So, what I do is first take a list of numbers, but written with text instead of uh, actual numbers, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 100, and then 100, 200, 300, until 1000, and then 1200, 300, until 2000, just in case. Um, 2000, 3000, 4000, all the way to a million, and then several million. See, there's a lot of repetition, and they go in order, which is important. It will make things easier. So we've got the translation. So I always use the English list and then just translate it into the target language. There could be inaccuracies, so we have to be careful, but it works really well most of the time. And we've got the numbers from 0 to 100 and then 100 to 1000, etc., in the target language. And first, what I do is memorize the basic ones with mnemonic associations. Basic ones being 1 to 10 or 0 to 10, basically. Mnemonic associations, 0, and find something that sounds like this, or Safari in this case, for example. And I've got a mental image for 0. By the way, if you don't have if you don't have a mental folder for the numbers, uh, I highly recommend you check out my video on how to do that. Basically, you can create a mental folder for all numbers 0 to 100. Although people do it from 0 to 1000, 10,000, even a million. If you really want to, you could do it. I don't know why, but I think 100 is enough. But you can create a mental folder pretty easily. Basically, you associate a mental image to each digit, and then you combine the digits all the way to 100. But you could combine them infinitely, right? So um, yeah, that's I've got a video on that. You go watch it. But I've got a mental folder, 100 digits there. So basically, take the numbers I already have and I visualize something that sounds like this, or sifir. I don't know the exact pronunciation yet, but that I'll do that in the next step. So Safari in this case, because SFR associated with my mental image for 0, which is gold, and I explained why that is in the mental folder video. But I've got an image for each one of the pictures, if each one of the numbers. This one is T, this one is Noah, this one is Mao, the Chinese dictator. This one is KO, this one is Leo, etc. So beer, beer, so T, beer, turning tea into beer. Jesus Christ comes and turns tea into beer. You know how mnemonics works. If you don't know that, again, I've got tutorials on how to do it. But basically, I memorize the first few most important ones. Normally, it depends on the language. If 11, 12, 13 are very different, then I need to do something else. I need to memorize those as well with mnemonics. But normally, 1 to 10 is enough, 1 to 11, and then 20, maybe 30. The important ones, 100 in languages like Japanese, 10,000 as well. Um, the main numbers. Then you can simply combine them, right? So mnemonics, easy. It's not that many mnemonics that you need to create. First 10 numbers and then like 20, 30, 40, and then 100, 1000 maybe. But that's probably enough. And then you create an audio file with this, and you're going to hate you're going to hate it the whole time you're doing it, but it's going to be extremely effective, I promise. You create an audio file of this, and you binge listen to it while you do something else. So it's gonna be like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, I haven't listened to it yet, so pronunciation is probably, if you understand this language, pronunciation is probably terrible for now. But after memorizing the words, the key words, key numbers, basic ones, and then the main like 20, 100, 1000, and those, you create an audio file. It should be less than 10 minutes, and you listen to it over and over and over again. And it's going to be numbers from 0 to 100, and then 100, 100 and is it 100, 200, 300, and then 1000, 1200, 1300, and then like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. You get the idea. It just goes like 51,000, 52,000. So if you're listening to this, by the time you're in like 58,000, you probably know what all of this is. You know that this is 7. You know this is 50, or is it 1,000? I don't know. I haven't learned them yet. I've just started doing this for this language. So yeah, but the point is, you by the time you've, because there's so much repetition, because it's like 1 to 10, and then 1 to 10 again with thousands, and 1 to 10 with million, and then again you go back to the beginning. So you get lots of reps of numbers, and there's a logical order. So there's no way you don't understand, right? You know that after 8,000 there's 9,000 coming, and after 5 million there's 6 million coming. So you very quickly, in context and with logic, you learn all the numbers very, very quickly. Again, summarizing it, create the list with all the important numbers, mnemonic associations first, and then binge listen to it. And as long as they are in order like this, and you listen to it regularly, you will remember them pretty easily, and then you just have to start using them.